Hey guys, this is Brett Jarnigan from Life Camera Actions, and today I want to talk to you about our Myspace Resizer action. Now when I made the actions, Myspace was a bit more relevant, but I feel like most photographers and most of our clients have switched over to Facebook, making that action kind of obsolete. So today I want to show you how to retool it to make it a blog resizer. So the first thing you're going to want to do is open up a horizontal image in Photoshop. And it's in your life camera workflow. Just scroll down to the bottom until you see Myspace Resizer horizontal. Then click this little down arrow next to the action. Go down to where it says curves and then drag that to the trash. So we don't need that anymore. That was in there to compensate for Myspace darkening your image, but most blog websites aren't going to darken your image by default. The next thing you'll see is image size. Just double click on that. When you do that, you'll see that this little recording button is going to be depressed, which means we're permanently changing this action. So if you're worried about screwing this up, or you actually use your Myspace Resizer and you want to make a blog resizer, just select these two here and drag them down to this little icon here, which will make duplicates of those actions. Okay, so again, we've clicked this little down arrow, we've double clicked on image size, and now it says we're recording. The first thing you want to do is make sure your resolution is set to 72, which is the basic web quality, and then we're going to come up to width and change the width to fit whatever your normal pixel dimensions are for your blog image. For me, that's 900 pixels, so I'm just going to change that and click OK. Then I'm just going to close that image. Then I'm going to open up a vertical image and then go down to the Myspace Resizer vertical. Do the same thing, select curves, then drag that to the trash can on your actions palette, and then double click image size. Now you have two options here. You can either change the height to whatever you want it to be. My recommendation would be to change the width to half of what your normal pixel width is on your blog. So mine is 900 pixels wide. I want to change it to 450. That way I can put two images side by side to fit within my blog, and I won't have any negative space, which kind of looks awkward, I always feel, on my site. So then I'm just going to close this image. From here, you can rename these actions if you want by double clicking on their names, and you can make it blog resizer if you like. And then I'm going to go up and click on the Life Camera Workflow folder, click this little menu button up here in the top right of the actions palette, and then save my actions. And then what you want to do after that is actually quit Photoshop. By quitting Photoshop, it's going to save our settings. Everything will be as it was when we last used Photoshop. That way these actions will stay the same after we've made those changes and we won't have to do it again. So then I'm going to open up Photoshop again, and then I'm going to go to Bridge, and now I'm going to show you how to batch process images for your blog. The first thing you want to do is go through and star your favorite images, or whichever images you want to go on your blog. I've already done that. And then you want to go over here to your filter and filter by orientation landscape. Select those images and then go up to the top where it says tools, go to Photoshop, and then select batch. Make sure the set is on the Life Camera Workflow, and then for the action, click that and go down to Myspace Resizer, or if you named it Blog Resizer, just make sure it's the horizontal version of that, and make sure all of these are clicked off, then hit OK. Now it's going to open up your original image and then resize it. It's going to leave the original image alone, that way we don't accidentally save over it with a smaller image. So I'm just going to close all of these large files, and then what I like to do is go through and tag my logo on these. And then I would save as, maybe make a new folder called blog images, and then make sure your quality is set to 10. You don't need any higher quality than that. For the web, this is going to look just exactly the same as 12, but it's going to take up much less space. Save and close, and then you'll do the same thing for each one of those images. Save, quality 10, and then I'd do the same for that one. Then go back to Bridge and change your filter from landscape to portrait. And if you just have one image, you can just open it in Photoshop, but let's pretend we have multiple images, and I'll go to Tools, Photoshop, Batch once again, and just change the action from Myspace Resizer horizontal to vertical. Click OK. Close out the original, and then put your logo on it, and then you'd save that just like you did the others. And there you go. Hopefully that'll help simplify your workflow and make it easier to upload images to your blog. Then you can just take that entire folder that you've made and upload each of the images really quickly and simply. So that's it. If you have more questions, feel free to email me. Be sure to check out our blog at lifecameraactions.com/blog and check for more videos at our YouTube page at youtube.com/lifecameravideo. Thanks a lot.